Thank you for joining me for another time of daily devotions in 3 minutes or less, where we can start off our day today together with God's Word. Today's devotion is titled Entering into God's Presence. We'll read from Psalm 95:2 from the King James Version and then get into the devotion. It says, "Let us come before His presence with thanksgiving." In Old Testament times, the temple in Jerusalem was the place where God sometimes manifested Himself as the Shekinah glory. Thus, when people entered the temple, they went with an attitude of reverence, offering thanks to God. Likewise, today, your worship of God brings you into His presence. As a Christian, remember that you're entering into the very throne room of God. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need, as Hebrews 4:16 says. You have an audience with your Father, and He's attentive to your prayers. But have you ever prayed and lacked faith that you were talking to God? You weren't quite sure that He was listening? The problem may have been that you failed to enter His presence before you began praying. Before you begin asking God for things, make sure that you've entered into His presence. And one of the best ways to do that is with a thankful heart and praise. I believe that gratitude and thankfulness is the key to having access to more. And you're not giving thanks just to have access. You're giving thanks because you truly are thankful. When Jesus taught His disciples to pray, He started with, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name." You're saying, "God, I worship you. God, I reverence you. Hallowed be your name, God." You're worshiping God. You're praising Him for who He is, not just for what He can do for you. Many people, when they come to God with a need and it's only what they can get out of everything, that's not a good relationship. When you have a relationship with your Creator, it's a two-way thing. You have to have some communication. It's not that God needs your praise. He doesn't need your praise, but He would like to have it. If you walk in and you're in a relationship and you tell your significant other, "Hey, you look great today. Hey, this is a great attribute about you that I really like." It builds that relationship. You're not just buttering them up and telling them something nice. You're complimenting them based on something you actually appreciate about them. So when you say, "God, hallowed be your name," His word says we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So you say, "God, I thank you for that blessing and that time that you brought me through this. I thank you the time that you parted the Red Sea for the Egyptians. I thank you for the many miracles you've done for those people. And I know that you're no respecter of persons. And in time, you will do it for me too." You give God honest talk, honest prayer, and have an honest relationship with Him, and you will see how you will enter into His presence and He will work miracles in your life. Guys, have an awesome day. Take care and God bless.